It's the time of the season when love runs high. love you like I do. you have left me. I'm all alone. I need your help. I can't stand on my own. I want you back again. Oh, I want you back again. Then I remember things you said. No, and time it could have been so much more. If you want to come back home, go right ahead. But I don't believe in miracles. I don't believe in miracles. But I thought you might show your face or have the grace to tell me where you are. Tell me where you are. And I believe I was your game, your ball. If you threw me up, then I would fall. So you've won again, you win them all. I believe I'd run to you if you should call. But I don't believe in miracles. I don't believe in miracles. But I thought you might show your face or have the grace to tell me where you are. Tell me where you are. I believe that somewhere there's someone
Thank you. And you know, even though since Colin and I got back together again in about 2000, it's been a real joy rediscovering some of the Zombies work, some of the Zombies canon that we never, ever even played the first time round. That's been a real joy and continues to be so. But, and to play some of the stuff that we always used to play as well, and we still have a ball doing that, but it's even better within the context of being able to write and get excited about new material and continue to make new albums as well. Thank you. And what really knocked us out was in 2011, when we had Breathe Out, Breathe In come out, it got an absolutely stunning response from some of the press, both in the US and in the UK. And that really makes us feel gratified. And we're going to do 2 or 3 of those songs for you this evening. We've done 2 already, 2 of my songs. One was called Breathe Out, Breathe In, that we did earlier. That one that I just sung was called Show Me the Way. But now we're going to do one written by Colin, great song from the album. And I have to ask you to look out for a really delicious acoustic guitar solo on this. So keep your ears open for that. And this one is called Any Other Way.
Seeing you standing there, alone in a crowded room. Suddenly your presence filled the air. Nothing that I could do. Always knew you were the only one. I never told you so. Thought you'd understand what I had done when I had to let you go. Thought that we would prove ourselves, show that we were strong.
Back to 1967. And we're going to do some songs from an album called Odessey and Oracle. Now, it's really magical for us to be able to do this. We never thought we'd ever be playing these songs because we broke up as soon as the album came out. But it's really magical to be able to be playing in such a beautiful open-air setting on such a glorious summer evening. So we're looking forward to this. The album itself has a very strange story because even though on it was a song called Time of the Season, which was the biggest hit worldwide by far that we ever had, number one in almost every country in the world. Even in spite of that, the album didn't really sell very much at the time anywhere. And then about 12 to 15 years later, it gradually started to pick up momentum, to pick up speed, to pick up sales. It sells more every year now than it ever did when it first came out in the first place. It made recently the top 100 albums of all time in Rolling Stone magazine. Last year in The Enemy, the English paper, it made number 32 in the top British albums of all time. Very strange story. The first guy I really remember talking about it, actually, was Paul Weller. When Paul was number one with The Jam, he quoted this as being his favourite album of all time. And that's something which he said again last year, so he still holds that opinion. And since that moment, succeeding waves and generations of young musicians and young bands have been kind enough to say similar things about it. Really, right up until the present day. Last year, for instance, two separate poles of the musical landscape, if you like. There was a band called The Vaccines, one of the top young indie bands in the UK. They made a 45-second video on the net explaining why this was their favourite album of all time. And from another musical poll, Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. He actually was on a Scandinavian TV program, and he was asked to name, in inverted commas, what is the track that changed your life? And he said, he thought about it. He said, well, I'm going to choose the first track from the Zombies, Odessey and Oracle album. So we would love to do a few songs from it now for you. And we're going to start with a gentle ballad from the album, and this one is called A Rose for Emily.
The summer is here at last. The sky is overcast. No one brings a rose for Emily. She watches her flowers grow while lovers come and go. She give each other roses from her tree, but not a rose for Emily.
Emily, 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 there's nothing you can do. The sun is shining. There's loving everywhere, but not for you.
Her roses are fading now. She keeps her pride somehow. It's all she has, protecting her from pain. And as the years go by, she will grow old and die. The roses in her garden fade away. Not one left for her grave. Not a rose for Emily.
Emily, Emily, can't you see there's nothing you can do? How the sun is shining. There's loving everywhere.
Roses are fading now. She keeps her pride somehow. It's all she has, protecting her from pain. And as the years go by, she will grow
Thank you so much. Well, those first two songs from Odessey were two of my songs. Now we're going to do one written by Chris White, the original bass player in the band. Now, this song is often used in the States, I know, as a wedding song. People use it as their theme tune when they get married, very often. And this was actually covered by the Foo Fighters themselves a couple of years ago on an album. And the other thing I have to tell you about it was that when Tiger Woods, who's playing in the US Open at the moment, when his father passed away, he made a memorial video to his father, and he chose this song to be running through the memorial video. So this is the Chris White song called This Will Be Our Year.
Warmth of your love like the warmth from the sun, and this will be our year. Long time to come. Don't let go of my hand. Now the darkness is gone, and this will be our year. Took a long time to come, and I won't forget the way you held me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You gave me faith to go on. Now we're there, don't only just be gone. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. The warmth of your smile, smile for me, little one. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. You don't have to worry. And this will be our year. Took a long time to come. I won't forget the way you held me up when I was down, and I won't forget the way you said, darling, I love you. You gave me faith to go on. Now we're there, only just begun. This will be our year. Took a long time to come. This will be our year. Took a long time to
two more songs in this little mini odyssey of our own, this time back to two of my songs. One is called I Want Her, She Wants Me, and one is called Time of the Season.
1, 2,
3. Close my eyes, soon I'm feeling sleepy. I sleep so easy. Something on my mind. Life seems kind now. I want her, she wants me. I walk downtown, and as I look around, all around me, the people smile at me. It's plain to see that I want her, she wants me. She told me to be careful if I loved her, 'cause she had given her heart once before. Now she knows she doesn't have to worry. I would not make her sorry. There's nothing on her mind, and life seems kind now. I want her, she wants me. She told me to be careful if I loved her, sorrow is the thing on her mind. And life seems kind now. I want her, she wants me. 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 I want her, she
It's that time of the season when love runs high, and this time give it to me easy and let me try with pleasure to take you in the sun to promised land, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name?
What's your name?
Who's your dad?
Who's your daddy? Rich.
Is he rich like me? Has he take on any time
Time to
show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why. I really wanna know. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name?
What's your name?
Who's your dad?
Who's your daddy? Rich.
Is he rich like me? Has he take on any time
Anytime
to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why. I really wanna know. It's the time of the season for love.
Well, we're going to do just one more song from the new album. Now, this is a song that happened when our guitarist Tom joined us about 3.5 years ago, and he was backstage and he played a riff on the guitar, which I thought was lovely. And I said, we've got to write a song around that, which we did, and it became one of our favourite songs on the new album. It's called A Moment in Time. Thank you. Well, while Tom changes back to electric, we're going to do two songs from 1965 and 1964 now, okay? Now, the first one, I know you will know, so we'll let that be a surprise. And we'll let the second one be a surprise as well, because before we came over on this tour, we were just playing a few tracks, and we suddenly said, why don't we do this song again? We haven't played this for many, many years, and we loved doing it. And you can really join in on that one as well. It's a really great song. It's a song, I'll just give you a hint. On our first album, we did it, and we actually did a cover of a Miracles version of this particular song. So if you know it, you can join in. But first of all, a song you will know.
And if she should tell you come closer, and if she tempts you with a charm, tell her no, 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 love me now for her love belongs to you. And if she should tell you I love you, oh, and if she tempts you with a charm, tell her no, no. I love you. Just remember she said that to me.
Thank you so much, thank you. You know, right at the very beginning I said that we're going to keep going backwards and forwards through the last 52 years. And of course, during those times, we've all worked with different people as well as working, you know, the main work that we've done has been with the Zombies. But I had the pleasure of working on many albums with the Alan Parsons Project. In fact, I sang on 6 or 7 of those albums, and the track that is my favorite of the ones that I contributed to those albums is from an album called Eye in the Sky. And the track that I sang is called Old and Wise. As far as my eyes can see, there are shadows approaching me. And to those I left behind, I wanted you to know you've always shared my deepest thoughts. You follow where I go. When I'm old and wise, bitter words mean little to me. Autumn winds will blow right through me. Someday, in the midst of time, when they ask me if I knew you, I'd smile and say you were a friend of mine, and the sadness would be lifted from my eyes. Oh, when I'm older and wise, as far as my eyes can see. There are shadows surrounding me, and to those I leave behind, I want you all to know you've always shared my darkest hours. I'll miss you when I'm gone. Oh, when I'm old and wise, heavy words that tossed and blew me like autumn winds will blow right through me. Someday, in the midst of time, when they ask you if you knew me, remember that you were a friend of mine. As the final curtain falls before my eyes, oh, when I'm older and wise, as far as my eyes can see.
Song we're going to do was the biggest hit Argent actually had, but This has a real connection with the Zombies from in two or three ways. A couple of ways I'm going to tell you about. One is that, first of all, it came directly out of Time of the Season, because when Argent was formed, the guy that we spoke about earlier, Chris White, who was the original bass player in the band, he became a silent member. He became a co-producer with me and a co-writer. And he came to Germany with us when we were just welding the band together. So we were doing 6 shows a night. We were on for forever. And as you can imagine, we had to stretch the material. And one night, we took Time of the Season into a really experimental direction. And we started playing a different riff and some different chords over it. And Chris was in the audience, and he heard this, and he said, I love that riff you were playing. He said, I've recorded it, and I'm going to make a song out of it. And so Chris White, I didn't write Hold Your Head Up, Chris White wrote it. And the other thing I'm going to tell you about it is that Hold Your Head Up, most people think the words are hold your head up, whoa, that's what they sing. That's not the case. The words are actually hold your head up, woman. They're the words. And I have to tell you, it's not actually. One girl came up to me when we first had that record out and said, oh man, I love your new record, Hold Your Head Up, Norman. And it's not that either. So you've got to sing the correct words if you sing along with Hold Your Head Up. Well, I know we're running out of time. I know there's a curfew here, but before we do the last song tonight, there are just a couple of things that we have to say. First of all, Colin and I... Thank you very much. First of all, one of the reasons why Colin and I honestly throw ourselves around the world all the time doing this is because we have the joy and the privilege of playing in front of such a kicking band every night. On the guitar, you've heard some lovely acoustic and electric playing from Mr. Tom Toomey on the guitar. On the drums, a guy who's not only a powerhouse of a drummer, but also a wonderful all-round musician who plays bass, guitar, piano, and various other sort of percussion instruments as well. And also writes scores for the UK television, terrestrial and satellite. He's been in a hit European band under his own right. It's the multi-talented Mr. Steve Rodford on the drums. And on the bass is a guy who was there on the very first day we ever formed. He was there at the rehearsal. We asked him to be in the band on day one. And at the time, he said no because he was in a great local band. But years later, he became founder member with me of Argent. And after Argent, for 18 years, and on their biggest ever selling albums in America, he was bass player with the Kinks. He was also for quite a few years in Lonnie Donegan's band. He's played from time to time in such legendary groups as the Animals, and he's played with many jazz and blues players back in the UK. It's the legend, which is Mr. Jim Rodford on the bass.
Thanks. Well, it's been a real joy coming back to New York with this outfit since the year 2000. The Village Underground we did, and we've been back to many of the venues around New York. And it's fantastic that after all these years, the Brooklyn Fox in 1964, Rod and Colin. And here we are this year. I think it's high time we gave a great New York welcome to two of the all-time great British musicians of all time. Mr. Rod Argent and Mr. Colin Blunstone, come on!
Well, as Jim said, we first set foot in New York as skinny 19-year-olds when we went at 8 o'clock in the morning into the Brooklyn Fox to do the first of 8 shows in a day. And the Brooklyn Fox, from 8 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night. And we were playing with some of our heroes. We couldn't believe it. We were pretty overwhelmed. We were playing people like the Drifters, Benny King, Patti LaBelle, Dionne Warwick. Chuck Jackson was headlining that night, who was a real New York favourite at the time. And what a difference in the temperature then. You know, Christmas in New York, as you know, is a pretty fierce time. And you know, we went into this city that we didn't know, and we used to go back at night to the sound of gunshots. You know, things are much different now, I know. But what a beautiful way to return to Central Park. And thank you so much for coming to see us tonight. I know we've talked a little bit about the new album tonight, and I do apologise if we've gone on, but it's only because we're proud of it. And I know that somewhere, I've got no idea where it is, over there somewhere, I think, it is a merchandise store where you can read some of the early reviews that we actually got on the album for yourself. And if anyone wants to pick up a copy, we have signed them. We spent an hour before the show signing all these records. I promise you they are our signatures. And also there's an album called Live in the UK that we made out of the best 4 performances last year in the UK. And they're signed as well. If you don't want to get one, at least check out our website, thezombies.net, and you'll see all sorts of goodies on there, clips of us recording some of the tracks on the new album and lots of other goodies, and it's constantly updated. But thanks so much for coming. We're going to finish with the first single we ever made, that's She's Not There. Thank you so much. Well, I know that there is a very, very strict curfew here, and I do understand that because of people not wanting noise pollution, but we've just got time to do a quiet thing and a magical way, I think, to finish a summer evening. But you have to show something here. You have to sing this song with us because it's magical when you do. It's the first song we ever recorded. This is even before She's Not There. It was the same session, but it was the first thing. It was going to be a single for us, and as you know, She's Not There became a single, but this is one of the most beautiful songs ever written. I can say that because it was written by an American. It was written by a guy called George Gershwin in the 30s. And you have to sing this beautiful song on this beautiful summer's evening with us. It's called Summertime.
summertime and the living is easy. The fields are jumping and the cotton is high. Your dad is red and your mama's good looking. So hush, pretty baby, don't you cry. But now this morning, you gone where you got singing. You're gonna spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, there ain't nothing gonna harm you. With your mommy and daddy, they're standing by. It's summertime.